Hello and welcome to another video from my random hobbies, and today we're going to be looking at some of my Hot Wheel collections linked to Looney Tunes, which is obviously a series of cartoons that I enjoyed when I was younger and still do today, to be quite honest with you. And I'm just here having a quick Iron Brew Extra, so cheers. Oh, that's good. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, so up here we have some of my Looney Tunes Hot Wheel cars, and I'm going to go through those now, and I'm going to talk about them as a set, but also individually as well, and explain the reasons why I've got these. So I came across these probably, I don't know, about 2.5 years ago maybe, when I was sort of fairly new into collecting die-cast cars. And I'll start with this one, and I'll explain why I've started this one in a second. But Hot Wheels do a variety of different types of cars, and you'll see down the bottom here there are a couple of extra logos. The first one says Real Riders, which means that the wheels on these particular cars are rubber wheels. And then metal. In other words, they've got a metal top and a metal base as well. So it's a sort of higher end toy car, if you like, compared to the ones that they produce en masse, where perhaps there'll be, in this case, Fred Flintstone plastic on plastic, but you know, metal on plastic, perhaps plastic wheels, £1.50 or so. Generally these things go for more money. The Real Riders tend to go for somewhere between £6 and £7 when they first come out, but of course the longer they hang around on the shelves they maybe get reduced, and then once they disappear off the shelves sometimes the price can go up, as is the case in, generally speaking, these. It's harder to get these for the sort of original price, but I managed to get the complete set. And so the set of these, you can see the set on the back, which is what obviously I wanted to get. There are a number of Looney Tunes sets, but this is the set that I wanted for two reasons. One, because of the variety of the cartoon characters, and two, because of two particular vehicles, which I'll come on to in a moment. But again, why have I left them in the pack? Some people will think, oh, it's because it holds its value, and yes, it does. It will hold its value better. So if I choose in the future to resell these, you know, perhaps I'm bored of the collection or whatever, then they may have more value. But that's not the reason. Again, it's the artwork. Okay, this is the reason that I have purchased these. Is the artwork, really. So again, Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny there on this particular one, but this is an Elmer Fudd vehicle. Bugs Bunny, look, you know, just a bonus really to have in the artwork. So that's why I've got these. And this one, probably my least favourite, which is why I've started with it. I've started with this one because Elmer Fudd as a character, I could take him or leave him as a youngster. Bugs Bunny I enjoyed, but again, not as much as some of the other characters. So let's pick the next character on my hit list. Let's go for, it's a close call actually. It's a close call between both of these. We've got Pepe Le Pew and we've got Speedy Gonzalez. I think the car on this one is better than the car on this one, but I think Speedy Gonzalez pips Pepe Le Pew in terms of which character I liked the best. So here you've got Pepe Le Pew in a 40 Ford, and Speedy Gonzalez here is in a customized C3 500. Sorry. So again, get confused really as to how I should say these. 3500. You would probably say in America, we say 3,500, and of course trying to figure out which one to say, I get confused occasionally. So Pepe Le Pew, maybe second to last in this set, and Speedy Gonzalez. However, as I say, I prefer the car on the Pepe Le Pew version. But again, the artwork is what I've got these for in particular. So then we come to number 3 in the series. I'm going to stick Pepe Le Pew there, Speedy back there. Number 3 in the series for me is Taz. And again, the Plymouth Satellite 1971, it's all right, and the artwork on the car is all right. Again, real riders, again, metal on metal. But Taz, as a character for me, I loved Taz when I was younger. I thought he was a brilliant character. So for me, this is why I placed this at number 3 in the series, not because of the car itself, but because of the character. And again, the artwork, which is why I've kept this in its packet. So now we come to 2 and 1. It's a toss-up between Foghorn Leghorn and Marvin the Martian. This is number 2. Okay, I'll explain why in a second. I actually really like the drag bus, the VW drag bus. I like the artwork on there. It's even got the little, I think it was it his nephew? I think. But anyway, another little character that often sort of antagonized Foghorn Leghorn in the cartoons. But I liked him as a character, but I particularly like this drag bus. And again, certain vehicles and certain characters are more collectible, and this actually has a higher price tag than some of the other cars as a result. But it's not why I've collected it. I've collected it because it's part of the set and because I like Foghorn Leghorn. So of the 6, Foghorn Leghorn and Marvin the Martian were the 2 I really wanted out of this set. It took me a while to get this one actually. This one was probably the hardest one for me to get, but I did manage to find it at a reasonable price. Again, I'm not going to pay over the odds or too much over the odds, because why would I? It's a little part-time hobby. It's something that brings me a little bit of joy. I'm not going to spend a fortune on these things. So that's number 2, which means that at number 1 spot we have Marvin the Martian. And actually, I don't know what it is, but I actually quite like trucks. I do have a number of other little sort of trucks in my Hot Wheels collection, but this one for me, the Kenworth W900, just a good looking vehicle. Again, the real riders, again the metal on the metal, and again the artwork I particularly like. But the detail, I think, on this truck, and the weight of it feels quite a weighty model. But again, Marvin the Martian, love him, always causing problems, bit of a pain for Bugs Bunny, and he's another character that's really quite collectible in almost anything that he appears on. So I really like this particular model. So for me, this is number 1, Foghorn Leghorn number 2, and the rest, well, they're in the background, they make up the set. But the artwork is fantastic, and that's why I got these. And I think actually there's a couple of other Looney Tunes sets, but the artwork on this set is by far and away, in my opinion, the best artwork on the sets. So there we go. That's my Looney Tunes collection. I do have a couple of other sort of cartoon collection vehicles, and maybe I'll do another video of those in the future. But there we are. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm now going to get back to my Iron Brew, sit and relax, and have 5 minutes peace and quiet. Take care. Bye bye for now.